So your second part, you're just gonna come from that part, which you already pray for increase. Then you're gonna do upon me that no evil cannot harm me. Okay, now, so what you're gonna do, you're gonna start off with a six who's third. No. I'm thinking 6/7 of A flat. Cause see, we're really in the key of E flat, but we're going to the fourth, which is A flat. So in order to get there, and you can use this on any other song too, but in order to get there, I'm gonna think of the six of A flat, not of E flat, because I know we're in E flat, but we're going to A flat. So A flat has here's A flat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're gonna use the six who's third of the chord of A flat, because that's where we're going to. So who's third? That means you have a D flat chord on the right hand. So that means your right hand chord is gonna be a D flat chord, which is D flat, F, A flat, and your left hand bass, F. Then you go to the 7 of A flat, which is a G. I know we're in E flat, but we're going to A flat. So that's, just going to the A flat chord, shall I say. So your 7 is G on the left hand bass. So your right hand will be E flat chord. Right hand is E flat, G, B flat. So again, I put them two chords together. I'll do that again. And that leads you right into, watch this. Keep your hand on keep. Got the word keep, you just add an A flat chord. Your right hand, E flat, A flat, C. Left hand bass, A flat. So that's keep your hand. On the word hand, you'll keep the left hand bass on A flat, but your right hand is going to go to a B flat chord. It's called a superimposed chord, whereas the right hand is going to be a whole step above the left hand, because your right hand is a B flat chord, which is F, B flat, D. Left hand bass, A flat. I shouldn't mention that superimposed chord, but I'll have to talk about that on a whole nother video. So just to keep it simple, your right hand is B flat, which is F, B flat, D, but your left hand bass is going to be A flat. So the word hand. So do that again. Keep your hand upon me. So I guess the word upon, or the second syllable of upon, you back to that same chord we did a minute ago, which is your 7 who's third of A flat. But forget that. Actually, you could think of this as being a 3 now, because we're no longer on the A flat. So your 3 in your in the key of E flat is 1, 2, 3. 3 is G. So you're gonna use a 3 who's third, which is an E flat chord on the right hand, which is E flat, G, B flat. But your left hand bass would be G. So that'd be upon me. So I do that again. Keep your hand upon me. Okay. That no evil. Now on evil cannot harm me. We're just gonna do a 7-3-6 progression. But watch the one I'm doing, because I showed you two 7-3-6 progressions on that 7-3 progression DVD. So watch the one I'm going to do here. This is 7-3-6, which in this case would be, on the words, it would be that no evil cannot harm me. Okay? So on your 7, your right hand is going to be C, D, F, G. Left hand bass, D. So that no evil cannot. So the word cannot. That was 7-3. So your 3, your right hand is B, D, F, A flat. Left hand bass, G. So do it again. That no evil cannot harm me. So in the word harm, you're going to be at a C minor. You're going to be at the 6 chord. 7, 3, 6. That's the 6 minor 9. the 6th chord. So which in this case is a C minor 9. So your right hand is going to be B flat, D, E flat, G. Left hand bass, C. So I put all that together, what we did so far. Taking it from going into the second part. It says, keep your hand upon me. Watch this. Keep. Oh, sorry about that. It went blank for a moment. Watch this. Keep your hand upon me, that no evil can not harm me. Okay? And after you do harm me, just hold that chord, harm me. And because you're going to repeat all those chords that we just did, starting from the 7-3-6 progression. And then starting from that 4. That 4, which is A flat. You could do all of them again. You can come from here. And I'll show you how to do that, but that's not what I do, but I'm going to show you how to do that first. We'll do keep your hand upon me, that no evil can not harm me. Then I'm going to repeat. Sun, shine, and rain. See, at that time, I kept it with the 6. I mean, what we did earlier. Sun, shine, and rain. Sickness and pain. That was a 7-3-6 progression. So I use the same exact chords again. But what you can do, instead of doing these 2 chords again, even though you can do them, just keep what you're doing, and that's fine. But I'm just showing you something else, that's all. And you can just disregard it if you don't like it, or if you want to just keep it with the other way. So watch this here. That's what you would do the first time on Sunshine and Rain. No, I'm wrong. Do that again. Keep your hand upon me, that no evil can not harm me. Now watch my left hand bass. Sun, shine, and rain. So what I did there on my left hand, I just went from a 1, 5, 4 in order to get me to the 4. 1, which is E flat, then to a 5, which is B flat, and then went to the 4. I did that in order to get me to the 4. But so this is the deal. Your right hand don't have to do anything different. You're just gonna hold. When you were there on that 6 minor chord, or 6 minor 7, 6 minor 9, or whatever you want to use right there, I just kept holding that down, and then I did this on the bass, and then went straight to the 4. So I do that again. I was here on the 6 minor 9, that no evil can not harm me. Oh, sorry about that. The evil cannot harm me. Sickness. So I didn't do nothing but just change the left hand bass. Now you might say, well, why did you choose to do that? Well, we were already on a 6 minor. So remember that 6 minor is your relative chord of the 1, which we got to talk about relative chords. So 6 minor is your relative of the 1. So technically, in one sense, you can think of yourself as being on the 1, so I did the 1 scale, which is E flat to a 5, and then I went to the 5 of E flat rather, and then to the 4. Okay, and I could even do all kind of other crazy stuff right there if I wanted to, and then I'm gonna get back to the song after I show you this. I'm on a 6 minor. Remember in another video we talked about you can use the 6 when you're on the 6 minor. You can use the 1 major scale. So watch this. In other words, you can use the E flat major scale along with the C minor 9 chord. In this case right here, your left hand, if I was to do I said C major scale, but an E flat major scale, because that's your 1, because we're on a 6 now. So that would be, that's the E flat scale. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to kind of take this scale and then come back to the 4. So watch this. And I just made that up off the top of my head. It wasn't because I'm smarter than that. And I just did the scale. From an E flat, I went to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4 in order to get me to the 4. So watch this. I'm here, and I just did the E flat scale part of it. See, but it's up to you if you can get all them notes in there. So that note evil can not harm me. Hand upon me. I mean, not keep your hand upon me, but you know the word, sunshine and rain. So I'm just showing you different ways you can do it. But now I'm back to the song again. That's just different ways to get to the 4, putting a little extra bass fill-ins, and you don't have to do the exact run I did. You can start. I started on the E flat, but you can start anywhere on that E flat scale, and you can start on any number and come back to the 4. And you don't have to do as many numbers I did. You can do more, you can do less, just depending on what you want to do. Okay, let me get back to this song here. Now watch this. I'm gonna take it back to the beginning. Keep your hand upon me, that no evil can not harm me. Same chords, sun, shine, and rain. Same chords again. Sickness, that's your 7-3-6 progression. That's sickness and pain. Oh, when you get to that word pain on that very last chord, which is 6 minor 9, you're not going to get there and just hold the chord. You're going to do something like this. Watch this. I'm on sunshine and rain. Sun, shine, and rain. Sickness and pain. God, I hum. So that's what you're going to go to. You're going to go to that part. They go like this. Okay, so when you get to that C minor 9, that's what you're gonna do. I'm talking about the last one. When you go to when you get done with sunshine and rain, sickness and pain, then you go into on that 6 minor 9, which is C minor 9. You're gonna do watch this. So you're gonna sick, sunshine and rain, sickness and pain. God, I humbly come to you. Now, I'm going to show you what I did. Of course, you come to the C minor 9 that I already showed you. But your bass is going to go like this. Bass went to a B flat. Then the bass went to an A. But when you go to the A, you're going to use the whose third chord, which is an F in this case. So your F chord is A, C, F. And you don't have to use this inversion. This is just a version I thought of at this particular moment. So I use the F chord, which is A, C, F, with that A on the bass. Then your bass is going to go to an F. You just use that to bounce you to your fourth of F, which is B flat. And when you get to B flat, take your chord, your right hand chord, to a regular B flat chord. Any inversion, as long as it's a B flat chord. And when you get to that B flat, you're going to roll down like this on the left hand. Watch my left hand bass. I went to A flat. And then the left hand, it will still keep the same chord. Don't change the chord or anything. And then I'm going to go to a G. We're going to use the whose third chord there also, which is an E flat chord. And right hand is going to be G, B flat, E flat. That's an E flat chord. Your left hand will be that G. And use any inversion, because I'm not sure which inversion I'll actually do when I actually play it for you. And then you take your left hand bass to a E flat, and you're using that to bounce you to E flat's fourth, which is A flat, which is when you come from the E flat, just go straight to an A flat and take the chord along with you. In other words, you're gonna have an A flat chord right there. That's really, I think, in my opinion, the most difficult part of the song. It's not really difficult. I'm just saying, if you got this part of the song, pretty much you got the whole song. Okay, so I do that again, coming from that C minor 9. Let me do just the bass. C, B flat. No, that's not right. C, B flat, A flat. Let me say it again. C, B flat, A. That's right. That was right that time. Let me do it again. C, B flat, A flat. Why do I keep saying A flat? Do it again. C, F. Yeah, slow down for a minute here. Okay. Here are the notes. This scratch everything I said. I'm gonna give it to you right this time. C, B flat, A, F, B flat, A flat, G, E flat, then you're at your A flat, which is your fourth chord, which is the A flat. I'll do that one more time. C, B flat, A, F, B flat, A flat, G, E flat, and then you go to the A flat chord. Okay, now with the chords, that's C minor 9, which I showed you earlier already. When you get to the A, on your right hand, you have an F chord, any inversion. When you get to B flat, you're going to have just a regular B flat chord, any inversion. When you get to G on your left hand, your right hand chord will be an E flat. Any inversion you want to do is fine. And then when you get to A flat, then of course you know you're at your fourth chord, which is A flat. So I'll see if I could do that kind of like in real time. I'm gonna start at keep your hand upon me. Keep your hand upon me, that no evil can not harm me. Sun, shine, and rain, or sunshine and rain, yeah. Sickness and pain, God, I humbly come to you. I'll do that one more time because I got to make sure you got it. I'm going to start it this time. I'm going to start at sunshine and rain, which is the second one. Sun, shine, and rain. Sickness and pain. I wasn't thinking quick enough. Sun, shine, and rain. Sickness and pain. God. So you don't really come to God until you're at the A on the bass, and your right hand will be F chord. I humbly come, that's an E flat over G, to you. Okay, this time I'm going to do it without talking, see if I can do it in real time, but a little slower than real time. I'm starting at, I'm going to do the whole thing. Keep your hand upon me. Enlarge my territory. Now, what I did there is after you come from that 4, I'll do that again. Sun, shine, and rain. God, sickness and pain is where I was at. Sickness. I'm at the 7-3-6 progression on sickness and pain. Sickness and pain. God, I humbly come to you. Enlarge. So what I did a passing chord. When you come out of humbly come to you. Watch this. God, I humbly come to you. And I went right there. Now that's a 2/2 diminished. It's a half diminished seventh chord. When I say 2/2 diminished, that means the left hand bass is on an F, which is your 2 of E flat. But I did the chord, it's going to be a half diminished chord. And we're going to do the half diminished to fifth progression. Half diminished, it's really a 2 to 5 progression, from a 2 to a 5. I'm just using, instead of the minor chord that we normally do in our Nashville chord pattern or other patterns and things, we're using a 2 half diminished. And we're going from a half diminished 7, or I sometimes call it half diminished, sometimes call it half diminished 7, but they're the same chord. So I come from that half diminished 7 chord, which is a 2, and I'm just going to a 5. In this case, we're going to use a 1/5 from our alternate pattern, which is an E flat chord with a B flat on your left hand. Okay? So that passing chord here, that 2 half diminished, your right hand is B, E flat, F, A flat, left hand bass, F. Okay? So now watch this right here. And I just added an extra note into my bass. That left hand went to that B. You might say, oh, where do you get that B from? What made you think of that? Well, I just used a chord or a note. I mean, of course, the CD does that too. But we just use a note that comes from your chord. Remember, we said you can use any note in your chord to substitute your bass. So we know the 2, the F is the right note. But since I have a B over here in my right hand, I just came from the 1. I mean the 2. It's the 1 of this chord. But anyway, I don't want to confuse you if I can help it. Took the bass and I added a substitute note. So I came from here, just added it in there with the timing. I could have stayed here. Enlarge but I did. Okay, get that? So add that B in there afterwards. And then you just go to the 5 chord, which is a 1/5. In this case, I have a E flat over B flat, your right hand. Excuse me, right hand, B flat, E flat, G. That's your E flat chord. Your left hand bass is going to be a B flat. So watch this here. Okay, so I come from there, from that 2 half diminished to 1/5, and you're just going to keep doing those 2 chords back and forth. And go back to the same chord. But when you start to repeat the chords, you don't have to put that B back in there, because it's going to kind of sound too redundant if you add that B in there. If you keep adding it in every time, and you just do it that one time to get you to the 5th the very first time. So you're going to enlarge my territory. I just went back to the 2 half diminished, and then I repeat it. Enlarge my territory. Enlarge my territory. I think it only says it 2 times, and then later in the song they might do it like 4 or 5 times or something like that. And I'll show you something different you can do to make it not sound so redundant. But for right now, just do just these 2 chords. Enlarge my territory. Enlarge my territory. Okay, now, I don't know where they go after this. I'm trying to think here. Oh, Lord. I think they go, enlarge my territory. Then they do it again. Enlarge my territory. Then I think they go, oh, Lord, bless me. Which I already showed you in part 1, so I'm not even going to go back over that right now. So you just go back to something else. If it's not that, it's going to be something else that you already did earlier in the song. So now watch this here. I'm going to do, you know what? I think I done showed you the whole song already. But let me show you something you can do when you're doing enlarge my territory a bunch of times. Enlarge my territory. The first 2 times, just do it regular. Enlarge my territory. Now, when they get to doing it 3 or 4 more times or whatever, you go to that 1/5. enlarge my territory. See, only thing I changed is the bass. You might say, whoa, why did you know what to do in the bass? I didn't. I just did one of the notes of the chord. And I happen to have an A flat already in a chord, this chord. So I just went to an A flat that time. Okay? Now when it get time to go back to the 1/5, instead of going to that B flat, I just use one of the notes in the chord. In this case, I'm going to use a G. See? So I use a G. And then when it get time, I'm back to the 2/2 diminished chord. So really, you just coming down in the bass. So watch this. I'm at the 1/5. Enlarge my territory. Look at my left hand. Enlarge my territory. So the chords kept going back and forth, and you just changed just the bass in order to give it the whole chord a different flavor. So watch this again. I'm gonna start it from this part here. I'm in sickness and pain. Sickness and pain. God, I hum. I don't know where I am. Okay, yes I do. Shine and rain. God, I humbly come to you. Okay, then I go here, which we did. Enlarge my territory. I'm doing it the first 2 times. That's the first time. Enlarge my territory. That was the second time. Now when they start doing it more times, enlarge my territory. The right hand doing the same thing. The left hand just changing the bass. Enlarge my territory. They do it again. If they do it again, you just go enlarge my territory. Now I don't think they did this on the tape, but the right hand gonna keep doing the same thing. But look at my bass. This time I decided to go up in the bass to a B. And you might say, where did you get that B from? I got it from the chord. I just picked one of the notes of the chord. In this case is a B, and I just went to a B there. And then when it get time to go here, I can actually start going backwards now. Just watch my left hand. Enlarge my territory. And you can remember that 2/2 diminished to 5 walk. And I'm not going to show you that on this video, but because I showed you on so many times on other videos or other videos. And just watch the video that's, I think is entitled 2/5 progression, or 2/2 diminished to a 5. You will learn it. So even if you don't learn it in this song, you'll learn it in another one that I teach. So you can do that. Enlarge my territory. Enlarge my territory. Now, I done taught you the whole song, so if you get kind of bored, you can just cut the tape off. But watch this. Enlarge my territory. Now, watch this on my left hand. Enlarge my territory. So I added another note there. You might say, what do you do? When I was here, enlarge my territory. Now watch this. Now right there, I came to one of the notes of the chord like I did, because it's one of the notes of the chord, which is a G. But we know that our next time I'm do this, I'm coming down to F. So watch this. I'm here already. If I'm at G, and I do a circle of 4th, coming from the G, the 4th of G is going to be C. I just went to C. And then watch this. I'm going to hold that G. We're not going to hold them all at the same time. I'm just doing that just for illustration purposes. I'm at G, then I'm going to a C, which is circle 4. But the 4th of C is going to be F. See? So in other words, in order to get to this F, I'm going to circle to it from G to C to the F. But I'm going to do it an octave lower though. So watch this. Enlarge my territory. Enlarge my territory. And I already showed you that. I'm just showing you different ways. My territory. Enlarge. You might say, what did you do? I just went to one of the notes of the chord, which is the E flat. My territory. I came up instead of coming down that time. So those are just for different things. You don't have to do it my way. Just figure out different ways to do it. Now you just put the whole song together and you had you some fun. Now I'm gonna show you how to close the song out too. Somewhere there they're gonna go to "Oh Lord Bless," and I already showed you that in the song. And I think they do. I don't know what they're saying right there. I think it's "I pray for increase." I pray for increase. And they're just going to keep doing that a whole bunch of times. But when they close it out, you can close it out this way. You can close it out differently. That's when they say, when they go high in the chord, they say, I pray for increase. I tried to sing it, but I couldn't. So watch this. All I did, I kept the chord. I kept all that the same. Nothing changed in the right hand. I pray for in. On the word in, on that very, very last time the song to close it out, just take your bass to one of the notes of the chord, which in this case I use D flat. So they could go, I pray for in. See? A flat is your one of the notes of the chord. I just went to A flat on the bass. And on increase, I just went to one of the notes of the chord, which is E flat. So watch this. I pray for increase. And you just kind of roll that bass or whatever you want to do. Watch this. You're going to keep doing. I pray for increase. I pray for increase. It's the last time. I pray for increase. So did nothing change but the bass. And you see how just changing the bass of a song can actually kind of enhance and just use some substitute bass. So actually you got a lesson on substitute bass at the same time, all in the same lesson. Be blessed.